Hello and welcome to Pinball Reviews, again with me, Luke. Today we're going to look at a more modern machine. This is the 2013 machine by Stern. It's Metallica. Not only that, it's a limited edition. Playable of course here at special when lit. Warning, there are some strobe lights in this video, so just pay attention for that. When we get the multi-ball going on Sparky, it's quite flashy. Okay, so let's see how I had to go. First things first, I was going for the super skill shot there, and the trick to that is to hold in the left flipper as it spins around. I'm now going for a multi-ball on the cross, which is one of the 4 different multi-balls available on this game. It's got a ridiculous amount of multi-balls on this game. And there's the first one, there we go, I'm quite pleased with that. Normally I'd go for Sparky, it's a little bit of an easier multi-ball to get, I think. I just keep going for the little fellow in the chair at the back there, and he gets electrocuted, and then you get multi-ball. So I've got a few balls going from the cross multi-ball there, so I'm quite pleased with that. I'm going to give it like an honest review of Metallica. I mean, overall I'd say it's a really good fun game. I'll go through a few things I like about it and a few things I'm not so keen on. So first up, it's really fast. It also plays very nicely, this machine. It's very quick, the response on the flippers is fantastic. It's just the right height to nudge it and tilt it. It's not like, say, some of the older machines which are quite heavy and, you know, big machines to be moving about. Fantastic toys on it as well. As you can see, that's quite pleased to see the little hammer go down. That's locking one ball into the coffin lock. You get 3 different balls locked into the coffin lock, and that's another multi-ball. So the Sparky, the cross, the hammer there, the coffin multi-ball, and there's also, just behind the little hammer, which you'll have seen in the pictures, a little snake. You'll just see him up here on the right on the Playfield. There he is. His jaw drops down and opens up, and then he swallows the ball, and then sometimes his head explodes in the animations. Just got Sparky going, so there's the light show, and it just goes absolutely nuts. Fantastic animation. That's my second multi-ball, and I'm on a good first ball here. So it's a 3-ball multi-ball, and unlike the old machines, you do get a nice generous ball save on these as well. So whilst that's going, if they drain, a lot of the time they come back for the first little while. It looks like I've lost them all here now. I have cut down some of this video just to make sure we get through it. It did end up being quite a long game. So once you've made some progress through the multi-balls, one thing to go for here is the crank it up. Crank it up, thankfully, also gives me a ball save. It's always worth checking to see if there's a ball save in some of these modes on Metallica, because you don't want to walk away from the machine before you've finished your go. So in this mode I've got to make different shots. I haven't done it though, look, you can see been visible and wandered off, but still 52 million on the first go. I'm quite pleased with that. Usually I'd say anything over 40 million, that's a reasonable go. I'm playing against Hilary here. She is not a player to be underestimated. She's, let's have a look here, gone for the standard skill shot this time, so when you plunge you can also let it roll down one of the in lanes at the top and make sure it's lit by pressing the buttons, the flipper buttons, to select which lane it goes down. She's also gone for the same multi-ball, so she's got the cross multi-ball. It doesn't sound like cross multi-ball, it must be Master of Puppets multi-ball, something like that. I'm sure Metallica fans all know. So there's loads of multi-balls. That's one of the fantastic things about this game. Also, the animations are fantastic and they look really good on this colour DMD. You can see here they've got special when lit, so it's a lovely looking machine in fantastic condition. Straight down the middle for Hilary there, never mind. So back to me. I'm probably next up working on this coffin multi-ball. So the hammer slams down, that's the 3rd ball locked in now, and I think I've got to about 70 million by now, and that's the 3rd multi-ball. I think I do get the snake multi-ball going as well, so this is a really good run to be honest this week, so I'm very pleased with it. I've gone back to the other multi-ball, so that's the cross multi-ball, so I've got that again going. You could see with the little cutaways earlier that it was the little inline drop targets they're called, and that gets you the multi-ball on the left. One thing to know to go for, when you've got a multi-ball going, it's worth aiming for the snake, because he can add a ball for you. If the snake eats one of the balls, then it will spit another one out and it'll give you an extra ball during your multi-ball run. Terrible drain there, I don't know if you saw that, but just post past and it just went too fast and rolled over. So I'm explaining to Hilary here shot that you can go for. It's definitely worth going for that super skill shot because you get about 500,000 on it as opposed to about 250 for the standard skill shot. And it's not too hard to get the super skill shot on this either, because there's loads of different things you could hit for the super skill shot, any of the main shots on the table, so chances are you might as well get one, so you might as well have a go for it. Things that I'm not so keen about, there you go, super skill shot again. It does go up, you get more as you go through. A little bit of close up play here. You can see that little pocket on the right there, that's the way to start the modes for crank it up. Now, one of the things, like I was going to say, I'm not so keen on this machine is the modes do take a while to get to with crank it up. I think I've started the multi-ball here, and if you counted the multi-balls of modes, there's loads of modes and it's great, but it's nice to have like some specific targets to be aiming for, and it is really good fun when you get to the crank it up and it changes from this sort of manic multi-ball, you know, going everywhere sort of game to a more targeted, specific, you know, aim for these specific shots sort of game. So it's nice, it's got that sort of duality to it. Other things I'm not so keen on. Now the theme, I do like Metallica. I've seen them live. They rocked out. They're amazing. I'd say there we go. It's drained. I think. If I was to, I forgot. Oh, there you go. The ball's come back. So like I say, always worth checking to see. I'd say the music in this is an important part of the game, and you do choose your songs at the beginning. Oh, look at that! Just bounced back out the bottom there. But well, after playing Iron Maiden and knowing, you know, the Trooper, and there's a song for it, and you've got Trooper Multiball, I think the music in that game slightly ties in a little bit better. At least you can see the, you know, progression over the last, you know, 4 or 5 years at Stern, what they've added to it. But I'm not disappointed with this game at all. So that's me being really picky, to be honest. Having a lot of fun here, getting the multi-ball on Spark again. I have drained, but it's the first time I've ever seen this animation, and it's telling me I'm special, so I'm quite pleased with that. So 288 is pretty good. I'm quite pleased with that. One of my top scores ever on this one. I think, like I say, my best before this was about 240 million. You've got to bear in mind that on this game it is set up for tournament play, so there's no extra balls. If you get an extra ball, then what you get instead is points. There's 4 balls altogether, and that's it. That's your lot. That's the idea. Is the games would take a little bit less time than in competition, because they're set up a little bit meaner than they may be at home. But you can tell with these more modern machines they are designed for home use. But being able to put my name in at Special When Lit, absolutely fantastic. I'm pleased if that happens. So very happy with this game, and a beautiful machine. What are you waiting for? Get down and play it. It's a great game.